not sure what day it is. I think it's the 1st of September today, I think. And we're at Cooper Creek in just outside of Innaminka, and it's a stunning day. Flies haven't woken up yet, but they will soon. That's the only thing wrong with here, is the flies are out of control. But loads of little turtles in here. Apparently there's fish in here too. It's just a beautiful spot. This is part of the Innaminka reserve area, so you need a permit to camp in here, but I just bought a 2-month South Australia National Parks permit. I think it was $50, something like that, so you can use all the free camps in the South Australia parks, or most of them, for that $50, so that works out alright. But we're going to pack up and just head back into town, get some fuel, and double check the road conditions, and we're going to head towards little township of Moomba today, which is about 200 k's south, so this is as far north as we go on this trip.
What was that? So where are we going?
Alright, so we're leaving Innaminka and we're going, so we're starting to head south now, so that was as far north as we go on this trip. And we're going down the old Strzelecki track. There's a beautiful new sealed road down the other side of Innaminka, probably, I don't know, maybe 20 k's of brand new beautiful sealed road.
And Jimmy has decided to go on this instead. Why?
Why? Because I can.
Because you can. And
there's less people down here, and you might see something.
Yeah, true.
And plus, like, you go, you know, down these sort of roads, you got to go slow, so you do see stuff. When you go down this sealed road at 100 kilometres an hour, you miss stuff, or if you do see something, by the time you stop, it's gone. So.
Yeah, true. So
these are all floodplains out here, so all this water runs part through here. So this is what do they call it? The channel country. So all the, you know, when they get the floods through here, it all runs down through here. This is Cooper Creek here, and runs down all the way down to the Darling Murray Basin catchment area down in bottom end of New South Wales. And yeah, so they don't get a lot of rain here, but when they do, it normally comes down hard and heavy. But then it dries up pretty quick, as you can see.
And very dry, very, very dry. It was so surprising to see water in that river last night.
Yeah, that bigger river in the middle of a desert.
Yeah. What was it called, that river?
Cooper Creek.
Cooper Creek. Yeah.
So Burke and Wills come across that on their expedition.
Oh, the joyful sound of corrugations.
They're not too bad, actually.
Not too bad on this road anyway at the moment. But yeah, so we're headed to Moomba. So we'll see what that place is like. But there's no fuel for the next 500 k's, so we had to fill up.
Yeah, $2.57 a litre.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's not that bad for out here, like you
Yeah.
actually, you know, I'm just trying to think, you're about, I think about 600 k's from Broken Hill, which is the next big town. Tippaborough to fuel was $2.33, so $2.57 out here is not too bad.
Why didn't you put the net down?
Because I fucking had my hands full.
So how did your drone go?
It was good. So I had to drive at one end because I'm doing this.
and you were so kind. You left the window open so I could experience all the flies too while you were out there doing that.
Bloody navigator would have fucking jumped over in the driver's seat and put the window up.
Well, it was not my point. They're already in here, aren't they?
Bastards.
And we're off again. Just a fly full of cars.
Fly full of cars.
A car full of flies. No, it is cows, isn't it? Dead cows.
The inside's gone out of them.
Yeah. Must have been there for a while. I reckon they got hit by a car. Oh, look, there's a dingo. Say hi. Don't you go outside. It will get me. It's not frightened, is it?
He's gone,
Where'd he go?
oh, there he's running out. He's going the other way now.
Oh yeah, running away.
Keeps step coming back for looking back.
See? That was a truck.
It's like talcum powder, this stuff's here.
Yeah. It takes a while for it to blow away. It was windy up where at the township, but it's not as windy out here. Otherwise that'd blow away a lot quicker, wouldn't it? Stacks there in the distance. I wonder what they're for.
Something to do with oil or gas.
Oil or gas, you reckon?
Track, and we're just in the distance there. You can see some of the ranges, so I'm not sure which ranges that are, but it's pretty desolate out here, and the road now is getting really badly corrugated, so I've just let another 5 psi out of the tyres. Can't find a sweet spot. Normally on the corrugations you can find a sweet spot, whether it be, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 kilometres an hour, but yeah, these ones here just can't find a sweet spot. So you can probably see the corrugations there. There's a lot of trucks go up and down this road, so you got to expect that. Anyway, I've got the tyres down another 5 psi, so I got the car down to 30 on the front, 34 on the back, and I got the van down to 32. So we'll see how that goes. So this is the road to Arkaroola, and it's a lot better than the main road, than the Strzelecki track. Last night we just did a roadside stop on the road to Arkaroola, and this is marked on wiki camps. So it's just a pull off on the side of the road. Only had one car come past this morning. So far it's about 9 o'clock now. So that's we've just come through the plains, so we're sort of approaching the end of the desert area now, and that's the Flinders Ranges over there. So we've only got about I think about 80 k's to go today, and this road here is really good actually. It's pretty smooth, no corrugations, and the dust is pretty fine, but you know, it's got to be expected out here. So they have had a lot of rain not too long ago by the looks of it, so that's flattened the road out, makes it pretty good driving there. So we just cruise along on 60 or 70 kilometres an hour, and it's quite a pleasant drive compared to the actual Strzelecki track itself. The last, Jesus, probably 20 kilometres of that, the corrugations were horrendous, so this was quite pleasant. Alright, we'll hit the road and see you in a few hours.
No. So we just passed the graders. The roads have been quite smooth and it's been really good, and this is it now. So they've been doing a great job.
Yes, God bless grader drivers.
Yeah. Getting closer to the mountains now.
So we're at one of the bush camps at Arkaroola, and we're sort of in a little valley here. It's pretty dry. Like a dry creek bed just down there. So we're going to stay here for 3 days and do a few of the walks and drives around the station, and see if there's anything there worth looking at, and we'll let you guys know. But we had lunch up at the reception area, and that was pretty good, and it's reasonably priced for where it is. Like a steak sandwich I think it's 24 bucks, fish and chips I think it's 22, something like that, so it's not too bad. So we'll get some chairs out and hopefully these flies will go to bed soon.
first day in, where are we? Arkaroola. And so we're going exploring. Yeah. And so they've given us a booklet with a bunch of different places to see. So we're off to our first, which is Stubbs Waterhole and Arkaroola Springs. So we'll show you what it looks like when we get there. Look at this. This is like just feels.
All the different layers in the rock here, so they call this the ochre wall.
So that's soft.
You can see all the little...
Is that like lime?
Yeah, something soft, whatever it is. So when you just did a couple of thousand years worth of erosion there, good on you.
Oh.
And look at all the different layers.
Yeah.
That's what they call sedimentary rock. Obviously gets washed away with the river.
Yeah, this is soft down here too. Just goes away, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Arkaroola has hundreds of different minerals and rocks all over the different parts of the station. So they've got some two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive tracks with little points of interest to stop and have a look at along the way. So this is one of them. So the different layers in the rocks here. This is like a slate here. So this is Lively's find. This was where his little mining hut was. So apparently he found a little bit of gold here, but not enough to keep him here. Apparently there's mine shafts all over the place. Looks like one up there. So all this loose stuff here is obviously what he dug out. There's one of his little mines here. I'm a bit claustrophobic, so I'm not going any further than this. Obviously be on your hands and knees digging that. So there's another little bit of digging here. Doesn't look like real soft rock to be digging in, does it?
No.
Oh, look at that. Pretty deep, isn't it?
So what would have made him think there's gold here?
No idea. Look where it is.
Eh?
Where it is. Middle of nowhere.
Did it say that he found one?
I don't know, I didn't read up on it.
Like it started in different places. Goes up there. Do you want to go up there?
No.
No?
Oh, unless you do, you want to go?
Alright, yeah, look at my stick. Use one with a stick.
I can't go up anymore. So, I don't know how long Lively was here, but all this is waste from his digging. You keen man with a pick and shovel. So scattered all over the hill is these little air holes.
Show the video of all the flies.
Little flies in there, mate. I've got my net, left it in the car.
Looks like you built it so you could go down there.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Going up here.
Here we go. Look. You'd wonder what would make you think there was gold anywhere here. So this was actually a copper mine. So that's a little bit of the stone. You can see the green. You sort of know you get from copper. So this mine started working in 1862 under the ownership of H.C. Gleason of Beaumont, Adelaide. Initial yield of high-grade copper ore, 14%, soon petered out. Following 4 years of drought when all activity ceased. Draft animals were able to remove 19 tonnes of ore in 1867 when the mine closed. Amazing. Just inside one of the caves off the just off the creek. So looks like it's been done with the paint and brush. Local kids, I'd say. What do you think, Grandma?
Hard to say, but it does look a lot more recent, doesn't it?
It is definitely recent.
Eh?
It is definitely recent. So,
Waterhole.
so here there's actually water in this waterhole.
When we get back again.
It's a bit of a challenging walk to get to it. So you're not allowed to swim in any of the waterholes here. They do have a swimming pool back at the homestead though, but it's not quite that warm yet.
How cold is the water?
Yeah. Yeah, it's here, fairly cold. Yeah. So if you want to do any of the walks around Arkaroola, I think you need to have 2 things or 3 things. You need to have a bottle of water, one of these hiking sticks, and a fly net. Completely different terrain here again.
This is the boy doing what he loves. 4-wheel driving. And there's some amazing tracks. And we're trying to do them all in one day by the looks of things.
We just cruising.
So like they give you this booklet with a map in it. So it's got all the different points that we're going, and we're walking around some where there's walking tracks are up to see something. So I already got an injury. I slipped coming down from looking at, what was it? Yeah, Welcome Mine.
No, that's something fine.
It was a gold mine anyway, and yeah, it was quite slippery. So as I've been coming back down, even though I had the wrong shoes on, didn't I? So I slid and almost popped my knee out and scraped my hand and my elbow.
They don't get much rain out here, by the look of it.
No, it's very dry, but still capable of walking. Put the knee brace on now. Good to go again, and a band-aid. So we followed this track to Arkaroola Springs. Got to a sign that says 1.2 kilometers, and it's like super rocky and barely a track. And yeah, so this must be the springs where there's no water at all. And I'll show you the track out. Oh, watch that big rock there on your right, and then you got one on your left. Rocks. It's very rocky. So if you like your car, what should you do? Don't come this way. Yeah, so hop out of the car and have a look. Oh, very. Hard to find a road, isn't it?
Restaurant and bar area up at the Arkaroola homestead. Quite spacious, so they do tours here, and most of the tours include a lunch. And all these little knickknacks, old fox traps. Interesting ceiling. We have a gym room in here, is it? Or stones or something? There's hundreds of different types of minerals in that here. So we spent the day four-wheel driving yesterday, and it's really dusty. They've had no rain out here for ages. Scratched the shit out of the car because they've got that really spiny, sort of almost like a salt bush, and yeah, all these little, what they call them, pinstripes on the car. So hopefully they'll all buff out. So another beautiful day in the Flinders Ranges. A lot of cloud in the sky. You can see, just lovely. But about 3 o'clock this morning, we had a like a little mini whirlwind come through here, and there's a massive storm of dust just blowing around everywhere. So I had to get up and put the awning down. You can sort of see the amount of dust that it left. My hat was sitting there, so it made a bit of a mess. All the dust on the chairs. So that's why you need absolute necessity camping tool. Yeah, the housework is done.